Hello, it's Raglan Jr. Quick safety tip. When changing your lawnmower blades, always make sure your lawnmower is in the off position. Always make sure at least one of your spark plug wirings is disconnected, as sometimes when unloosening your bolts you can jolt a spark and it will turn the lawnmower blades on, which will cause for a disaster. So always make sure at least one of your lawnmower wirings, spark plug wirings, are disconnected. Always get the proper jack. I have the jungle jack. All right, I lift it up from the front. Okay, that's the best way to lift up the lawnmower, is from the front. Okay, because it will be stabilized along with the brake and you chopping your wheel. Okay, never get up under the lawnmower. Always change the blade from the sides or the front. Each side or the front. Never go up under, because if you hit the jack and the jack moves, your ass, Mr. Postman. Okay, and we don't want that. All right, once you change the blades, do it in reverse. Let your jack down, reconnect your wiring, turn it on, crank it up. You're good to go. All right, this is Raglan Jr. coming from Next Generation Landscaping. Keep persevering by any means necessary. Remember, safety first. Until the next time, well, I'll see you in a minute. Hello, it's Raglan of Next Generation Landscaping. Do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, give it a big thumbs up, leave a comment. All feedback is good feedback in my opinion. How about a channel a little bit? It'd be very much appreciated. I get a lot of questions on, when to change the blades. And it's common from, homeowners. But let's be honest, some landscapers don't know when to change the blades. You know what I mean? So, but if you go, to some of these properties and look at the quality of cut and stuff like that, you'll know that, by being a landscaper, you'll know that the, blades haven't been changed. You know what I mean? But me as a landscaper, I change my blades every 2 weeks. That's, during the dry season, every 2 weeks. I'll change my blades just to assure that I have a nice crisp cut. During the rainy seasons, or if we get a lot of rain or morning dew or something like that and them blades are getting wet, I'll change them once a week. You know what I mean? For the amount of properties that I do. You know what I mean? So if I'm doing, 13, 14, yeah, every 2 weeks. If I'm doing 13, 14 and it's raining, every week. You know what I mean? So, but for homeowners, if you're changing your blades, you're only doing it once a week, you may not need to change your blades that often. You know what I mean? But it's imperative that you do check, because you don't want the infectious diseases to get in the grass and stuff like that. But we're gonna go into all of that in a minute. But I'm gonna show you what dull grass looks like with dull blades, and I'm gonna show you what sharp grass looks like with sharp blades. Then I'm gonna show you how to change the blades. Okay, so just stay tuned, bear with me for a little bit, and I'll see you in a second. Here you go, let me show you. So when you're cutting and you get the brown tips like that, and right up in here, all through here, see that? When you get the brown tips like that all through your yard and it's not a nice pristine cut, it's time to change them blades. Okay, when you're starting to get patches like this in your yard, it's time to change them blades. Okay, so it's time to change the blades. But let me show you in another yard what crisp blades and sharp blades would do for your lawn. Okay, so now you've seen that, with the jagged edges and the brown tips and how jagged it is, you know that it's time to change the blades. Okay, so let me show you what it is when you got crisp blades. All right, let me show you the crisp cut. All right, so right here, you see how this is? Nice and crisp. No brown edges, no jagged edges. No brown edges, no jagged edges. Even in crabgrass. No brown edges, no jagged edges. Okay? No brown edges, no jagged edges. Even over here. Okay? Everything is nice and smooth with a crisp cut. Not like the other side, and you get a more crisper look with the sharpened blades. Okay, so let me show you what a new set of blades look like and what a dull set of blades look like. Okay, so here we go. This is a fresh blade, okay? Fresh blade. You don't need to sharpen them beforehand. Just slap them on your lawnmower and let it rock and roll. They already sharp. That's how it goes. This is a dull blade here, okay? You see the ends are nice, rusted out, and they just dull looking. Okay, here's another dull pair of blades here. Okay, now when you got the chips on the edges like this, 9 times out of 10, if you take it to your local lawnmower shop, they can grind it out for you. But if it's too deep, you may just have to invest in a new pair of pruning shears, because when you got those dings and those rivets inside, let me show you. Right there, hold on, let me show you. It's hard to do it with the camera. Like right here where my thumb is, and you got the dings in it, and then over here, you know, it's hard to get those out, you know, with the grinder, and they may have to take it back no farther than normal. So if they can't get it out, you'll be wind up spending for a new pair of blades. Okay, so, and these are blades that you're getting, and these blades right here go to my 48 Viking X Mark right here. So it goes to my 48 Viking X Mark. I'm gonna change the blade on there so you can see how to change the blade on the lawnmower and the safe way to change the blades on there. When changing the blade, there's 3 bolts up top. Let me show you. Oops, excuse me. My bad. So there's 3 bolts on top. Okay, you got 1, 2, you got 3. Okay, 3 over there. Okay, now you got 3 under the bottom. Let me show you. You got 3 under the bottom. You got 1 right there, you got 1 over there, and then you got 1 over there. Okay, now you stand to the side, take your wrench, hold it up top or even under the bottom, take your power socket and get it on off. Okay, but make sure your spacers stay to your designated height. Okay, this is the designated height of your blade, so make sure you keep the spacers to the point that you need them. Okay, all right, so let me show you. Be back to you in a second. So these are the blades that came off of the lawnmower. These are the blades that came off. And you see, they're dull. Yeah, and they got some nicks in them. So, yeah, it was time to change these. It was time to change them. They're nice and they're smooth. There's no ruggedness to them, no sharpness to them. They're just blades. They're just dull, okay? And you got a nick here and a nick there. Now the nicks can make you have an uneven cut as well. So you can't ignore that because it can have you having an uneven cut. Okay, so it was good that we changed the blades on here because these right here needed to be changed. Hello, I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, but look how much smoother the grass looks when you got sharp blades. You see there? Nice and smooth. And even when you come down to the grass, no brown tips. All smooth cut grass. See that? It's all smooth, no brown tips. No snags, no nothing. Smooth cuts, no jagged edges. All smooth, sharp, precise cuts. Okay? That's what sharpened blades. So when they had the dull blades, you had the brown tips snagged off and it just looked rugged. So when you got them brown tips, just know that, you know, you're allowing infectious diseases to get into your yard, okay? We don't want that. We don't want, you know, weeds to creep in. We don't want none of that. We want nice, precise green grass. All right, so I hope this was useful for you. This is Raglan coming from Next Generation Landscaping. Keep persevering by any means necessary. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to leave a comment, and don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Until the next time, which there will be a next time, it's Slurpee time. See ya!